Hey, Danny. A lot of people are saying they can't get in. Danny, can you share this on your page again? So I am making stewed chicken. I'm good. Okay. I decided to make the shrimp too that I had yesterday. Danny, you gonna pay attention? This is real garlic. This smell though is so strong. This is potent. So you cannot make stewed chicken the same day. You always have to make it the next day or a couple of hours later. So if you have like 4 to 6 hours just to let it marinate, then you good. But if not, don't try to make it. It's not gonna work out. So the shrimp that I had posted on my page, my cousin asked me about, so she's on here. I'm gonna do that last. Those shrimp, it's like 5-minute shrimp, so it's not nothing really to it. The only thing, like with most people, you have to use like fresh ingredients. So you're using fresh parsley, fresh cilantro, fresh everything. You're keeping it fresh. I could not find any thyme today, so I had to use the one in my seasoning cabinet. And the ones that Ethan grew, I don't know if y'all remember that. He has his little seasonings that he grew in his little garden. That's the only thing that's not growing right now. Hey, T. Thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all taking notes? Especially Toya, because that's what Danny told me. Okay, so we have the garlic. Most of the other vegetables we already cut ahead of time. I know. She told me that. That's all I could go off of. I don't know. You know. So right here, we have our hot pepper. Yes, I'm going to make it a little spicy for those of you guys. And for those of you guys that don't like hot heat, don't use it or whatever. But to me, it's not that hot. So on our tray, we have garlic, tomatoes, red pepper, yellow pepper, orange pepper, and green pepper. Do you have to use all that? No. You could use like a couple of peppers. It's fine. But it looks so pretty when you do it all like that. Okay. So, let me get our chicken. This is the chicken I put on my page yesterday. Let me show y'all. Whew, I love this chicken. All right, so here we go. This is overnight, and we are about to get started on cooking it. It takes about, 30 to 45 minutes, and it should be done by then. And so most people, they might not have browning. Browning is hold on. Oh, sorry, pardon me. Browning is what we use to like give it that color, that brown color. Danny, do you have browning? So we're gonna put this all in. First, we're gonna start with the oil. We're gonna pour some oil. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all right off the bat, I'm using the wrong pan. You ever seen those all metal pans that's all metal? I don't know what they're called. They're all metal and they like hold heat better. That's really the kind of pan you need. But once upon a time, my kids probably burnt it and it's in the trash. They don't know how expensive those pots are. So we're gonna put some oil. And I got measurements for you guys. Oh, thank you, Danny. Cast iron. You have any? I should have got it from you. I think it's cast iron. It's the whole silver pan with the top or whatever, you know, that mommy had. So I got some measurements for you guys because I never know. So today I got the measurements. So you're going to use about 2 tablespoons of oil. Then we're going to put some sugar in here. Some people use sugar, some people don't. I definitely do. You could use about 2 to 3, yeah, really, 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar. And we're just gonna let this melt. This is kind of easy though because you don't have to do a lot of extra to it. Hey, Monty. Once you season it, you don't have to do too much. So this is seasoned with 2 bushels of cilantro. We have pimento, and I used the little pimento, the container. I did dump the whole thing in there. Don't judge me. Then I put chives in here, like 1 bundle of chives, and onion. So I put like 1.5 cups of onion. So you have to give it time to marinate. Once it marinates overnight, it's heaven. And it's not even that much you have to do to it afterwards. So only thing we're doing right here is melting it. We're just melting the sugar down. For those of you who just coming in, it's 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. Everybody does make theirs different, so I don't think it's like one set way with anything. If you get a recipe, sometimes I'll get a recipe and I want to add something or subtract something, I'll do it like that. Okay, so when it's all the way melted, we're gonna start adding the chicken. And we're also gonna add everything that's in here with it. So. Now, if you don't have browning, you could go ahead and use some soy sauce, and that will be fine. Let's put some chicken broth in here. Seriously? Stewed chicken, Kiana. You live too far. You can come by my house. I'm gonna leave it on in the front. You come get it, and that'll be good. You know. I'll leave it right there. Let me know what time. Okay. So like I said, this takes about 35 minutes. If you want to come by, Kiana, I'll have it for you in a container. I'm gonna leave it in the front. Let me know when you coming. You grab it and you good. So now we're gonna put everything in here. So it's basically peppers, tomatoes. If you want, you could put carrot. Some people like carrots. I'm not a big carrot eater. We're using some of our garlic because we're going to use the rest for the shrimp. We're going to put it all down in there. Kiana, you coming? Okay, so this is the browning I'm using. I don't know how many of you have it, but if you don't, then you could just use soy sauce. So we're going to use about, the stock is for like, you can use 2.5 cups of stock. And we're gonna leave the half off because when the sauce is when everything is almost mixed in and everything, we're gonna need that to add the cornstarch to make sure that it's like thickened. That is not fancy. How? How I'm being fancy? Tell me. I don't know. I'm not using capers or anything. I thought about you, Shonda, today when I was thinking about making some little pies, and I need to put egg wash on it. I said, oh, I'll put this egg wash on before I put it in the oven. So we're gonna use a little bit, probably like, how much I put on here? 2 tablespoons. That'll be good, but it's not limited to that because the browning is going to give it the color, and that's what we want. When they do it in the restaurant, they do this so fast because they got to make a whole load of it. And I'm gonna add some people use ketchup, so you can use like a couple of tablespoons to like 1/4 of a cup of ketchup. I use tomato paste. So make sure you guys season the meat, like I said, overnight. If you don't do it overnight, let it stay for like 4 to 6 hours. We're gonna put a little bit extra seasoning in here. We're gonna give it some, let's see, more time. I need to get this seasoning cabinet organized. We're gonna put some ginger in it. We're gonna hit it with some allspice. Now it should be already flavorful because, like I said, you marinated overnight, and you should be good to go on this. So we all the way done on this. I like it because you don't have to do too much to it. Make sure you use your fresh herbs and everything. And this pepper, we're not going to cut it up. We're going to put it right in there or whatever, and we're not going to cut it up. So, yeah, those of you who do want some, that's going to come through. You know, social distancing, you guys going to have to pick it up off the porch. But, yeah, it's going to be a little spicy. So, let's hit it with some garlic powder. We already got garlic in it, fresh garlic, but we're going to still give it some more. Onion powder. I would put paprika, but I guess I'm out of that right now. And we are good to a bay leaf. Hold on. Danny, you shouldn't feel bad because I'm out of bay leaves now. No bay leaves in here. So I would normally put bay leaves in here too, but it's all good. It's gonna be so good. Okay, so periodically you want to stir it. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this. And that's going to be it for that. How many of you guys got that? If you don't, I'm going to put it up on my page. So, like I said, if you don't have the tomato paste, you can go ahead and use ketchup. And you're good on that. While we're doing everything else, this will be cooking. And it takes 30 to 45 minutes. Just cook it over a medium heat. I mean, you could medium high or medium heat. It's fine like that. So, next we'll be cooking is the infamous shrimp. I know you would have some bay leaves. We are going to make some shrimp. We're going to use some unsalted butter. It doesn't matter if it's salted or unsalted, to be honest. But we are going to use the rest of this garlic. You're going to make sure you don't burn the garlic also. Just seriously? My mother actually makes the best stewed chicken, but I'm just going to do my best. Hey, Mom. So 30 to 45 minutes for that stewed chicken. Now here comes this garlic. There's no science to this these shrimp, okay? Only thing, you have to make sure they are all the way thawed out. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When I said that, I was like, why did I even say that? It doesn't matter. And you make sure these shrimp are all the way thawed out or whatever. And because if you don't, then all the water that's in them, it'll mess up your the seasoning to them or whatever. So you just want to make sure you don't put you know, that they're thawed out. And then I put them in a bowl just with water and some lemon because it makes it taste like more fresh. And then I just drain it off, and this is where we're at. So hey, that garlic smells so good. We're gonna put more garlic. Yes, we are. Why not, right? Just make sure you don't burn the garlic. That's the most important thing. So we just melting them down a little bit. Now here's the shrimp. Yeah, these are the shrimp from yesterday, so we're gonna put them in here. Cause when I got home, Zion was like, "Oh Mom, where's my shrimp? Did you put some aside for me?" And I was like, no, I forgot. But I'm gonna make some today. We say, "Oh, Monique, you didn't put no salt in here." I don't use the salt, but I do use some crab seasoning. You have Obey. Obey is fine. I like the way crab seasoning tastes, and I just put a little bit on here. It's very salty, so you don't want to use a whole bunch. But if anything, if you making a stewed chicken, if you making shrimp, anything you making and it's a little bit salty, go ahead and put a potato in it. The potato will take the salt. Ooh, these shrimp stuff's good. Okay, so this right here, this is cilantro, and this is also parsley, and it's fresh. Yeah, he can have this batch. He okay. He not starving. Trust me, he's not. You see my refrigerator. Gosh, this thing smells so good. Let me let y'all see this. You could come. It's starting to cook. And it only take like 5 minutes. You don't have to do nothing major. These things is the bomb. Like I said, if you don't have that crab seasoning, you could go ahead and use Cajun seasoning, Obey. I just get tired of that Obey taste, so I use the crab seasoning. Okay, so now we're going to put our herbs in here. We're going to mix that around. And you just want to look at them, because shrimp you can't overcook. You overcook it and it's going to be rubbery, okay? So you just want to cook it until it's done and then take it off. That's it. So right now, since I got these big old colossal shrimp, I'm just going to start flipping and making sure they cooked on each side. If they don't have enough seasoning, you can always add it in and mix it up. People think you did something major. No, I ain't do something major. Well, I let them think that. I'd be like, oh yeah, this is a family recipe. You know, I slaved all day. I didn't really do much of nothing. But we're going to add a little bit more butter on this. I wouldn't be surprised if my son start coming out here because he going to smell his food. And he going to be like, you making me some? Are you taking this somewhere? Like, no, this is for us. But I'm going to add some pepper in it. And we are done. The only reason why it's taking a little bit longer is because these are these extra colossal shrimp. They're not the biggest I've seen, but they're bigger than the ones we had yesterday. Oh, cousin, you done came late. You done missed it. You're going to have to look at this again. Because I did this just for you and my son Zion. Because he greedy. He want to eat these so bad. So, basically, we took some butter. We melted some garlic in it. Fresh garlic. As much as you want. Because I'm a believer of as much garlic as you can possibly handle. And then we put fresh parsley. Fresh cilantro. And right now we're just sauteing it. They are almost done. So maybe it's like a stick and a half of butter. I'm not too good with these measurements, but I'm doing my best. Now it's almost ready. What is up with this? Hold on, guys. We're having some technical difficulties. There you go. Y'all was looking all in my microwave. So this right here, it is done. And I'm very surprised my son didn't leave out and come in here and say, hey, where's my stuff? What you cooking, Ma? So we're all the way done with this. I'm going to set this to the side. You don't want to overcook it. You don't want to overcook it because shrimp, once you overcook it, it starts to be rubbery, and we don't want that. Why is my pan so big? You know what? I have a wood block over here. I use it for my extra space, like to hold stuff, so it won't burn or anything. Next, we're gonna make some plantains because Lord knows I keep plantains and I forget that they there. I don't know how many people do that. How come this thing is not acting right? Okay. You guys, I am not able to see these comments right now. I don't know what's going on, but if you're talking to me, I apologize. So we're gonna make some plantains. Normally I would have made red beans, peas and rice, but my kids don't like that. So I'm just gonna make white rice, because they'll eat that. And for myself, later on, I'm gonna make me a cauliflower mash. Oh, this chicken's starting to smell so good. And we're just rotating it. Make sure everything is cooking everywhere. When it's almost done, I'll go ahead and add some broth with a little bit of cornstarch to thicken it up. I'm so mad I can't see you guys' comments. This thing is acting up today. It's so good. I can't talk to you. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. So I'm gonna wait for this. And just a good tip, like if you're cooking something, like for me, like I made these, this, and I cut up onions and stuff. So the rest of the onions that I have these onions. What I'll do is I'll put some onions and the peppers and like some garlic and a little bit of olive oil in a blender, and I'll freeze it in some ice cubes. So when you cook stuff, you don't have to always do the most. You could just crack it open like an ice cube and drop it in there. You good to go. So we're gonna keep this with our chicken. Let's get another one. Okay, I'm not the best at these plantains, I'll tell you that. But I do love them. I just have one. It's only 2 of us here. It's not that many people going to eat this. And my friend that's coming later, I know, not going to eat this. See you guys' comments. What is going on here? It's okay. I'll respond to anything that you guys put up on there. I just can't see it now. This place smells like heaven. Okay, after this, we're gonna make some little pies, kind of pies. I mean, we're gonna use the pastry dough. So we're gonna make little pockets and little pies with it. Speaking of that, let's put this oven on. Every time I be wanting to make some plantains, I forget they're in there, and then next thing you know, it's bad. So this time I only bought one, and I know they're not gonna eat any, so I'm just gonna eat a couple myself, and that's it. I'm sure everybody knows how to make rice, so we're not really going to go into that today. I will have the stewed chicken recipe online for you guys. I do like mine's a little spicy. You don't have to put the pepper in there, the hot pepper in there. You can use it. You can make it without the hot pepper. Okay, so this right here is a mix of apples, it's a pie filling. Okay, so I made something last week with apples, and I made too many apples, and I don't really like peeling them either, so I went ahead and made this. And this is basically butter, sugar, cinnamon, and cornstarch. That's it. And apples. That's it. You could use lemon if you want. I didn't use it. Oh, and vanilla. Yeah. So I always try to, like, whatever I make, like say if I'm making lasagna and I made too much sauce, I'll go ahead and put away that sauce and put it in a little baggie. So that way, and put it in a freezer. So that way, one day when I don't feel like doing it, I'll go ahead and make some spaghetti or whatever, you know, and it'll be there for me. So sometimes I cook and I cook it all at once. So there's some ingredients that involves the same thing, the same ingredients. I'll go ahead and make different things with it. So these plantains almost ready. Okay, I'm trying my best to hurry up with these plantains so I could go ahead and show y'all these blueberry and apple pockets slash little cupcake pies. Yeah. Okay. So we do not have any more paper towels, so that's my washcloth. Don't judge me. I don't know what the kids do with the paper towels. Like they eat the paper towel. Okay, so they're starting to come along. We almost done. If you guys missed anything, y'all could go back and play my video again. I try to do this every Sunday, not always the case. So I will post a video though. If it's not on Sunday, you'll see a video on my page of me cooking something, because I'm always cooking. I don't like mine very dark, to be honest. I like them just done. Okay, here we go. We're all done with this. So we have it here. We're all done. I'm going to turn this off, move this out the way. We're going to stir our little chicken a little bit. let y'all see this. Hold on. It's cooking. It's gonna be so delicious. And we're gonna put the top on it. We're gonna actually turn this down a little bit because we don't have time to really put our eyes on it because we're doing this. This is pastry dough. So it comes in a big sheet like this. We are going to cut this in 12. I was gonna make little cupcakes, but I'm not feeling that. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and make the pockets. Okay, so my son has a sweet tooth. He done made his cookies yesterday. He was so proud of himself. I was proud of him too. Like, this is the first time. Like, at first he had a couple of mishaps, you know, the first batch. I was like, how much baking soda you put in that? Baby, that's not gonna work. She was like, Mom, but you didn't taste it. Baby, I could smell it. It's too much baking powder. I said, well, you eat it first. And if you eat it and you like it, then I'll go ahead and eat it. So he ate it. He spit it right back out. But it's okay. He tried again the next day, and they came out great. I was so proud of him. He's the one that got me having to put these recipes on paper, because he said if anything happens, Ma, who's gonna make it? Because nobody's gonna know how to make it, you know. I said, y'all look at me when I'm making it. He like, yeah, but I'm not gonna remember. I said, okay. So I'm gonna start writing them down too. So I write it down for him, so he could be able to make it on his own. So right now, this is just the sliced diced apples, butter, cinnamon, vanilla, and cornstarch or flour. Not sure. One or the other, something to thicken it after it cooks. So these are straight from the freezer. This is something that when I made the apple bread, I had extra apples, so that's what I did. So we just gonna put it in here like this. We're gonna seal it up. Hopefully we get one that's around the same size. We're gonna seal this with a fork. So we're just taking a fork and we're gonna make like a little ravioli with apple. We're just gonna go ahead and hit the ends on each one. This will be a little apple surprise. And this is what it's gonna look like. And so we're gonna do about 12. And I'm gonna go ahead and bake it for my son. You guys go ahead and look at my page. I'm gonna post pictures of the finished product and also have the recipe for the stewed chicken. Thank you for joining me tonight. You guys enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Bye.